Are you interested in going on an adventure?
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, you need to be careful when you're opening packages. Once I opened it, oh, if your package contains anything like that...
No, this package...
Timaeus! Sucrose! What are you doing?
Oh, hey, you two. We're just talking about
A strange...
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to...
Huh? A package from an academia scholar?
There wasn't anything dangerous inside. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar-looking cards before.
You've seen me with some cards?
No, they didn't look like...
Oh, you meant these? Huh.
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains where...
You could It's called Genius...
Genius Invocation TCG! Yeah, we've been hearing about this game all over the place. But this is the first time we didn't know it had made it all the way to Mon...
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae Pup... It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient... It turns out that the crocodile, after being unexpectedly released... Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose?
No. I was just thinking about...
Well,
Well...
Oh?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with...
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru... Okay, fine, Paimon. Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play...
Well, research is my butt. If you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail. Yep, that's the place. Trying to learn the rules can be...
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, let's go to the Cat's Tail. To be honest, here...
Well, what are we waiting for? To Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your sister. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information. But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second. Look! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she? Well, even so, when we get the chance, we'll just ask them. Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us. Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. cave would lead to a village or something. But look, she's sitting over there. What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? All right, then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if... Oh! It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely no... Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making... What's happening? Traveler? This is new...
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that he's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave... before I forget, Master mentioned you... Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forget...
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master. Forest Watcher Tainar...
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're aware, it is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition. Very good. Now, Answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Whoa, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly... The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, for now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of... Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look... Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over... What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
All right, next let's see your right hand. But please remember that you still need to be careful.
Yes, I will. By the way, Master.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides...
But I have a vision too! Am I useless?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not... Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying...
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible.
Tainari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the
Yes, you can count.
So, Kale, what did Tainari mention cleaning the statue just now? But...
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of... Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, Traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
We'll have to grab a drink with
flame mainland back in the city.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much—
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know.
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Ruk—
Huh? Oh, is that the name of the—
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and to celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity.
Uh-huh. Then—
Well, and then—
Huh? You're not—
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying— Because—
Wait, Amber? You mean—
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm. Sorry.
Paimon?
Sorry.
It's alright, Kale. So, how do you—
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, in one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by— I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter Yep, so please know that I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon.
But that's alright. You've already helped us a lot.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is— So that's why you're—
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. Well, you two are up—
at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? The name does seem to... Well, anyway, let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly... Nice work! That's a 1.
Scatter!
Kale, we're back!
Welcome back! You must be...
Yay, food! Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger.
I prepared a nice portable dish that force...
No, you...
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been...
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my
Yay! Thanks,
Oh!
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything?
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants. Sages from the Academia have... But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. Seems Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make...
Really? Paimon... Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why, is he going to die? It probably started to get
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned. Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this!
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale.
No, I just...
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. Oh, well, it's getting late now.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden?
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back!
Oh, Kale? Yes.
Oh, okay. Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Is this an answer from this world? I'll keep this close.
Leave it all to me. Wheel of Life.
answer from this world?
Scatter! Propagate!
I'll keep this close.
That's close enough.
Orders received. Let's light it up! I must leave no...
Killjoy! We've only just begun. I see through you.
Here we go!
Run!
Everybody stand back!
We've only just begun. Propagate!
Spring forth!
You can't run like I need. Not too far. I'll be back. Roasting fried.
Faster go.
Hurry up.
What? Steady as stone.
Let's light it up!
You need to hurry up.
As a good knight should.
This one's well done. Scatter! You need to hurry up. Roasting fried.
Life goes on.
You need to hurry up. This was well done. Roasted fried.
Propagate!
Let's light it up! Adventure time! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Hurry up. This was well done.
Germinate!
You need to hurry up! Roasted fry!
I must leave.
You need to hurry up! An unfortunate fault!
A reward on the road.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her... All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just... So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Well, because... And honestly speaking, I was against Kale but she insisted. Saying you two treat...
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened skin. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied, and...
What? The
it appears you're already familiar with... Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale... However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but... Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience...
Paimon...
Oh, by the way, Paimon...
She doesn't need to apologize.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care...
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of... Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long distance... All right, now that I've told...
Yeah!
All right, but I must warn you two. The rain...
No problem!
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as Nilotpala lotus. It's often used to help those of...
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilotpala...
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it